And good afternoon, rugby fans, from Marble Field in Providence, Rhode Island. Brown University, first game of the season for two teams in the National Intercollegiate Rugby Association Women's Rugby Divisions. Division I game here between the hometown Brown Bears versus the Black Knights of Army West Point. Big matchup here. After a year off from NIRA competition, Brown has moved up into Division I. Army made the finals of the Division I championship in 2020. Exciting game to come here. Kathy Flores, the coach for Brown. Bill Leclerc, the coach for Army. Exciting matchup. This is John Broker bringing you action here from Marble Field as Brown, wearing brown and red with a silver stripe, is going to kick off to Army in black. Referee is Tom Barrio for today's matchup. We are set to get underway the 2021 season for these two teams. Referee Barrio whistles this in, and we are off. Army receives that ball cleanly, and off they go. Just inside their own 40-meter line. Hard drive in there by the Brown defense. Little slip ball. First knock-on is by Army West Point. We're going to scrum here to Brown, just about 30 meters out from the line. Center of the field. Great attacking position for this Brown team. Referee Barrio looking to get a set here. We'll want this first scrum to be evenly contested and set the law down straight away as Army reshuffles in their back line to match up. Let's see what Brown goes with here. Gonna reset here. Something wrong in that scrum according to referee Barrio. Olivia Duba straight behind the Brown scrum at fly half. Just one player off to her right. Back line off to the left. We'll see what move comes from here. Ball cleanly this time. Gianna Thomas, Zy Thomas, key player, gets it at her feet, but they move it out into the midfield. That's McKenzie. McKenzie at inside center. Good smashing run. Offloads the ball there to Mahita Parker. Brown on the move quickly here, staying down the weak side of that field with their forwards. Nice little push off there. Not too much width on the ball, playing it pretty tight as Ainsley Clapp takes that one in. Duba calling for another forward crash there. In they go. Army West Point moving well here. Ball back out. Duba moves into the midfield. There she is again. A little ball off there to Thomas. Thomas just losing her footing, but there's some room off to the right-hand side here if they can get it quickly. Big, powerful turnover there by this Army team, and Army West Point at the contact area. Turns that one over. Where will they go with this transition ball? Inside their own 22. Option to kick it directly out. A little bobbled ball not taken. Playing a little bit of fire here. Strong defensive line from Brown. Army keeping ball in hand here. Push back to their own 5-meter line at this point, and penalty against Brown at the breakdown. Referee Barrio sees a player not rolling away. First penalty of the game and the season to Brown here at Marble Field. They're set up for a set play there, and that's Ryu. Ryu moves the ball on right into the forwards, not moving too far. Penalty advantage according to referee Barrio. Another one here for Brown. Driving towards the line they go. And Brown knocking on the door for a first try here this year, back in Division I. Army defending desperately. Referee calls another not rolling away against West Point. And off they come. Ryu looking for a quick one this time to Duba. Duba moves it out of the midfield. Thomas moves that one. Big tackle comes in the midfield. Mahita Parker couldn't find her way through. Ball back out again. Looking for the wing that time, but do not find Lewis. Ball's turned down, and here comes Army West Point. A little more room to run this time, but close to the line. Good job keeping that one in there. Playing flat up they are, but great play by Kaylee Cargile. Cargile, the big number 5, blasts her way just inside the 40-meter line. Now on the attack, let's see what they can do, is West Point. Ball slips in behind them. Schwarting. Again, Army inside their 22. They have some numbers out there, but ball does not go to hand. Little handling problems early on in this game for this Black Knights team. This time, a hole in the center of the field. McKenzie, big tackle there from the inside center from Brown. Duba on the turnover. Let's see what they can do. Gets to her fullback. That's Lexi Nelson. Referee Barrio spots a knock on by Army West Point. We're going to come back here for a scrum to Brown just inside the 22 meters. Second offensive scrum here to Brown. Good attacking spot. Unable to convert the first time with any points down in this zone, but the entire first portion of this game played nearly inside the 22 of Army. Ball squirts out the back. Little pass up to Duba as she was trying to come across field. The referee spots a forward pass. Got a little ahead of themselves, did Brown. Going to be a scrum here for Army. Army an opportunity to settle things down here. Get into the style of play that they like. Strong push there from Brown, but ball will come out here for Army. It's Riakana at the back, gets that ball out, but good defensive pressure. Some room coming through, however, for Army, and off they go is Schwarting. Back again to the 40-meter line. Brown looking for the turnover, has made it. Good work here by Brown. Little knock on there from Goodrich. Another scrum here for Army at their own 40-meter line. Interesting tactic here. Army putting it in from the tight head side of their scrum. The ball out here into the midfield. That's Linder. Linder moves it out wide. Now they've got some speed. Do they have the pace? One handoff, two handoff. That's Cody Butt. Cody Butt dragged down into touch. Great work there. First time to really show what they have, this Army West Point team. Taking it just outside the 22. Be first line out of the game here for Brown since it was taken in by Army. Quick ball, they come to the ball, gets in the hands of Duba. Duba moving the ball quickly off field, looking for some runners. Ball again doesn't go to hand. Referee Barrio spots a penalty, this time against Brown, first of the game. Penalty for Army. Let's see what they decide to do. Within range to kick here. Tabasso, ball in hand. They're going to run a set move as Army West Point. Ball out there to Cargile. Big run earlier in this half. Ball out there into the back line. Quick move from Schwarting. Schwarting finds some runners, but big tackle from Brown. Again on the run they go. Schwarting fakes off to one side, finds a little bit of room. Army now making good inroads inside the 22 of Brown for the first time. See what they can get from here as the ball comes into Rebecca Syrup's hands. Referee, however, spotted another forward pass. We'll come back for a Brown scrum. A little substitution here. Injured player for Brown, somebody new coming on, attacking from inside their own 22 will be the Bears. Most likely look to a positional game here. Ball into the midfield. McKenzie's been a good runner. Little wraparound, little show of the ball. Great work there. That's Mahita Parker, the junior. Referee spots a penalty there from Army West Point for not rolling away. We'll come back here. Penalty play for Brown. See what their decision is here. Zy Thomas, the junior from Fairfield, California, to kick it. Gets that one a touch. It's going to be a line out here for Brown at their own 40. Ball to the front, nice little move there on the run. Big power double hit from this Army West Point team. Brown able to maintain possession. Ball off to a pot of forwards there, just looking to make some room. Big hit by Hope Mosley from Belton, Texas. Ball out this time. Duba moves it into the midfield. Zy Thomas, that hard runner, makes her way to the 50-meter line. Carries a couple of tacklers. Brown just slowed down there as Duba moves it out. Now they're looking to play to the wings. They got some good runners here. Those big, powerful hits keep coming from Army West Point. Another forward pod. Great run. Finds a little room in between there. Does Goodrich, a junior from San Francisco. Duba brings it back out. McKenzie, well marshaled. Duba, some room in behind if they want to kick, but they're going to choose to keep it in hand. Great work there from Lewis, looking to keep the ball alive. And forwards coming in around here for Brown. Duba moves it across field. Lexi Nelson helps to make some of that space. Out into the hands of Parker. Parker stays alive. Duba sends another runner in. Really good job directing traffic for this team, Duba. Very smart player. The ball comes around to Nelson, the fullback, stepping into the first receiver spot. Ball off there to Zy Thomas. Zy Thomas never shies away from a challenge, gets across the 40-meter line. Ryu Duba out to the outside center there. Parker, good defense, forces her to take it into contact. Duba again. Nelson moves it wide this time. Little handoff there, a big work there from Noelle Lewis. Noelle Lewis finally hauled down, not held. West Point trying to get over this one. Ball kept alive. Bandler takes that one in. Duba now, there's room across field if they want to go. Ada Parker takes the ball again. Parker works her way across the 40-meter line. Works the ball out to the wing there. On they go. A good tackle by Army West Point. Got runners across the field if they can get it to him, but Zy Thomas keeps that one tight and breaks some tackles, and Zy Thomas scores the first try of the game here for the Brown Bears. 5 points to nil after a great period of sustained pressure, one end of the field to the other. Brown puts down 5 points. Great work. Conversion, tough angle here. Little short on that kick. It's going to stay 5-0. Army to kick off here after that successful attack by Brown. Black Knights will look to pull this back together. Army, one of the few teams able to play some games last season during the pandemic, played Navy, Air Force, Mount St. Mary's, Long Island University. Schwarting gets us underway again. Ball out into Cargile's hands. Been a key runner. Makes ground every time she touches it. The junior from Spokane, Washington. Ball out in the middle of the field to Zeta, the old Tappan, New Jersey native. Good answer here so far from West Point. Just need to put it together. Looking for a little offload there to Naomi Collin. Naomi Collin takes the ball to 22, and she is still going. Good power. Ball moved wide there. Schwarting, she's got some runners. Can they move the ball to the wing? They have. Can she get across? Into touch. Her foot goes. No luck there for Sydney Schaff. Deep in their own end. Brown to the line out here. Brown at their own zone, moving the ball forward here. A long road to go. May want to play a positional game here. Ball to Duba. Duba gets it a little bit off. Puts boot to ball. Good job, and gets it across, clearing her lines. Line out here for Army, just inside the 40-meter line. Army line out. Zeta, the junior, to put this one in. 5-player line out. Ball up to the middle. Well taken. Tabasso moves this one into the middle of the field. Schwarting finds Cargile. Deadly combination, but ball spills out. Army able to hang on to it. Little pick and go there from this Army side. Down 5 points here in this first half. This time Brown turns it over. Good job inside their own zone. They've got some runners wide, but take it into contact. Army defense setting up here. Forward pod here from Brown, just at their 22. Another pick and go, just trying to draw in some of these West Point defenders. And penalty against. Player didn't release. It's going to be an Army ball here. Good attacking position to see what they decide to do. Ball there to Schwarting. Going to put this one in a touch, and they'll take the line out. Great attacking spot, just about 6 or 7 meters out from the Brown try line. Ball up here, line out, drive from Army. Brown does a good job holding that, but around the side they go, and knocking on the door are the Black Knights. Will most likely keep this one tight, and do. They got a pile of bodies headed towards that line. Tying it up there are the Black Knights of Army. It is 5-all here with a kick to come from the corner. It's going to be live to tape later. They couldn't get the stream live. Conversion attempt here for Army. Tough angle. And we are all tied up here at 5, as that is no good. About halfway through this first half of Naira rugby action. Marvel Field, home of Brown University here in Providence, Rhode Island. Nice kick down to the 22. Army on the attack again. Looking to add to their lead when they can, but can't move that one wide. Ball taken down. Penalty against Army for not releasing. Zy Thomas hands on the ball. Thomas takes some kicks, but is not going to take that one. A line out here just inside the 22 to Brown. Referee Barrio making sure they have their spacing there. Ball down from Brown there. Well taken off the top. Ball goes out from Duba in the middle of the field. It's Parker. Trying to find her way through it. Moves it wide there to Nelson. Penalty again against Army. At the breakdown there, referee Barrio calling it tight around this tackle area, doing a great job. And Brown set this time to put one towards the corner. Ball up, well taken. Bandler takes that one down, the senior from Norwich, Vermont. But penalty this again against Army inside the 22. See where they decide to go this time. They're going to go quickly. Ball up to Mahoney. Mahoney into contact to get us started. Army working to keep her up in the air. And have done so. Army, great defensive work there. Will be their scrum for Mahoney not getting to the ground, the freshman from New Windsor, Maryland. Little mistake there. Army successful, but ball in their own zone. Have to put one out, keeping it in the field with her kick there is Linder. Ball into the hands of Nelson. Nelson, a shifty runner, but driven down right of the 22. Options either way for Brown. We'll see if they're going to go, but Army turns it over. Army ball at their own 22. Lots of space in behind if they decide to kick. But they're going to move it wide. They have numbers out there if they can get the ball. 3-on-1 coming around. Great defensive work. Ball rolls in the back. It'll be a line out here to Brown. Shut off effectively a 3-on-1 there. Excellent work by the Brown defense. Line out to come. Replacement player for Brown puts it in. Successful ball out there around the back. Great work there. Noelle Lewis, can she find the room? She's found a couple of defenders. Duba this time moves into the midfield. Just take a strong runner. Duba again. Nelson in a second receiver spot. Set of forwards, powering that one in there. Brown looking to make some inroads into this Army defense. And don't need to right now. Another penalty against Army at the breakdown. It's becoming a problem for this West Point team as they bring in Macaulay McKenzie, the freshman from Cypress, California. Played soccer and rugby in high school. Good boot, puts that one down. It's going to be a line out here for Brown inside the 22 of Army West Point. Line out throw not straight, but referee's going to let it go since it wasn't uncontested there. Letting the game flow. Zy Thomas, the powerhouse, getting the ball there. Zy Thomas, the biomedical engineering major. In her final season at Brown, Duba moves it across, gets it on the wraparound. Can she find a runner? Cannot, and ball turned over there by Army. Ahita Parker trying to get involved, but Army will hold this ball, and they have some runners out wide. Let's see what they have here. Ball is on the wing. It's a test of speed. Good tackle coming in there. Knock on by Army, but referee Barrio is going to come back for an earlier infraction. Most likely a penalty against Brown. And is in front of the post, about 15 meters out. Army West Point now takes a quick tap. They're inside their 22, long way to go. Team would certainly have the fitness they need it, but penalty, player coming off her feet there at the breakdown. So it's going to be another penalty for Brown here. See what they decide to do this time. All tied up here. Another kick to the corner. We'll have another line out. Unsuccessful getting the ball in the try zone last time, but a second attempt here. Ball will come in from Olivia Alperin, the sophomore from San Francisco. Replacement for an injured starter. Ball up there to Bandler, the senior. Good line out drive, but ball popped out the back for Zy Thomas. Zy Thomas immediately into a couple of Army West Point defenders. Ball turned over there in that tackle. On the attack with room out wide, if they can get it there, is Army. Kick finally from inside their own zone. Well positioned is Nelson. Nelson, it gets over her. She's almost back to her 22. A lot of room to run. Evades one defender. Runs into a wall of black jerseys. Penalty advantage here for Army West Point. But they've come up with this ball on a turnover. Lauren Oosby moves that one out. Oosby gets it to the big runner there, number 5, Cargyle. She's making huge meters every time she gets her hands on the ball. Schwarting knocks that one on. We're going to come back for another penalty against Brown. Just inside the halfway. Schwarting puts that one in a touch. Army will have a line out right around the 22. Referee pulls it back just a bit, does Tom Barrio. No jump needed, but Army's going to come down with that ball through Naomi Collin. Collin moves it out. Cargyle can't handle it. A referee spots it. We're going to come back. We're going to have a scrum here for Brown. Getting out of jail on that one, just inside their own 40 meters. Ryu, the Denver native, puts it in. Ball comes around the back. Little wraparound move there. Successful this time. Good handoff once. Good handoff again. Ball into the ground there. Duba. Players coming over and not keeping their feet there from Brown. We're going to come back here to a penalty for Army. Great little wraparound move from Brown. Just couldn't convert once it got going. Schwarting chips one in a touch. We'll have a line out here for Army West Point. A little messy there at the line out. Referee says ball is not straight. It's going to give Brown an option here. They'll take a scrum. Just at their own 40-meter line. 3/4 of the way through this first half. All tied up here at 5. Good drive here from Army West Point. Brown under pressure, but Zy Thomas takes it off the back, bumps off one. Gets her knee to the ground. Army players are going to have to release. Ball moves into the Duba's hands. Duba moves it into the midfield. Little pass up there to Parker. Parker gets the ball out. Nelson moves the ball to the wing and off to the races is Rodenheiser. Duba again in the midfield. McKenzie taken up high with a penalty advantage for a high tackle. See what Brown can do with this free play. Ball bobbles to the ground for Parker. Parker steps a couple, but goes to the ground. Referee Barrio still playing advantage here. And we're going to come back for it. High tackle against Army. Brown with a good spot here. Brown line out, unsuccessful. Knocked forward towards Army. Army West Point has the advantage for a scrum here. They decided to run the ball. They've got some runners out wide if they can get it there. Lots of runners out wide if they can get it there. Brown defense tracking across. Here they come out into the width. Good step there, good handoff. Another powerful handoff there. But eventually dragged into touch is Cody Butt, the Swampscott, Massachusetts native. Powerful run, but can't quite get it done. Brown line out right at halfway. Knocked back again by Army. Doing a good job stealing these lineouts, and that is Tabasso. Moves the ball out to the width. Cargyle puts a pass in this time. Losing a little ground, but still gaining momentum there is the Army West Point team, keeping possession. Dragged in a touch again by Brown. Brown doing a great job using this touch line to pull these players over. Quick ball in by Brown, doesn't go straight. Referee's going to give the opportunity here for a scrum or a line out to Army. They choose the scrum. Scrum right at the 15-meter line on halfway as our first half winds down here. Army with a great attacking position. Have some strong runners out this way. Referee Barrio gets us going. Army are ready to get on the run here. Julia Riacana at the back. Doesn't take it, and it's taken away by Brown. And the try scorer, Zy Thomas, scoops it up, and she has no problem working her way towards the try line. She's inside the 22, barreling run. The momentum all here to the Brown Bears. Big tackle, desperate defense here from Army, but penalty against Brown for not releasing. Good player coming over from Army there. Interesting decision there on the penalty. They don't make touch on that one. It just tapped it, and Lexi Nelson gets the ball safely in. Mahoney. Duba directing the offense again. Nice strong run as always from McKenzie. Duba holding the ball, trying to find a little space. Little box kick. It's short there from Brown. We'll see who comes down with it. Army does. Inside their own 40-meter line is Naomi Collin. Makes a little bit of ground. Army is going to be able to hang on to this one. Brown actually has turned that one over, gotten in there. We'll see what the referee wants to call. Referee is going to whistle against Army here. It'll be a scrum for Brown at the 40-meter line of this West Point team. Brown attacking scrum. A little conversation between Zy Thomas and Ryu. They may have something on here, the two seniors. Playing together for 4 years here, but ball turned over by West Point. Scrum has gone around. Referee Barrio is going to bring us back here. Quick ball to the feet of Thomas there. Running from depth is McKenzie. McKenzie was looking for her center partner and finds her. Mahita Parker makes a big break. Mahita Parker can't get the ball loose and knocks it on in the contact there. It's going to be Army West Point advantage, but not to be as the ball goes. And we have whistled for halftime, I believe, here at Marvel Field. After 40 minutes of play, we're all tied up at 5. Brown versus Army, second half coming up in just a few minutes. Second half about to get underway here at Marvel Field. Brown University, Providence, Rhode Island. John Broker bringing you second half NYRA, National Intercollegiate Rugby Association action. Kickoff from Army West Point against hometown Brown. It is all tied at 5, and off we go. Nice kick from Army to get us started. Ball moves out to the wing, but a little knock on there, spotted by referee Barrio. Brown is wearing brown and red with a silver stripe there. And we have Army in black. Both teams a little similar in color. Might be tough to see, but we're off here for a first scrum for Brown. Zy Thomas, the back here, been a big runner in this first half. Duba controlling things well in the midfield for this this Brown offense. Ryu gets the ball to Duba. Duba into the midfield. Different runner comes in this time, and Parker. Referee, close eye on there, but Brown able to bring this one back. Ball moves out to the left-hand side to Zy Thomas. Zy Thomas never taken down by the first person. She's down now. Players have to release from Army, but allowed to keep going. And squirting around the breakdown there. Turned over again by Brown. Brown at their own 50-meter line. An entire side of the field, they can get it there, but they're going to pull down Anna Deitcher. Deitcher, the senior from Ithaca, New York. Went to high school at Choate Rosemary Hall. Ball moves out to the middle of the field. Lexi Nelson can't handle it, but the capable Mahita Parker picks that one up. Nice winding run here from Brown. They're going to have to get the ball to the ground. Ball out into the hands of Ainsley Clapp from the high school Berwick Academy. Duba moving the ball around, looking for the wraparound, but ends up as a decoy. Gets the ball back into Lexi Nelson's hands. Lexi Nelson's hands. Nelson can't quite keep that. Big hit there on Rue. Zy Thomas playing the distributor at that one. Now hands on the ball, her preferred way to move. Takes the pile a couple of meters. Now to Duba. Duba to Mackenzie. Mackenzie able to get herself free, but Lexi Nelson knocks that one forward. Advantage here, scrum for Army West Point. A lot of good work there by Brown, just spoiled by an errant ball. Be a scrum here for the Black Knights. Army with Phoenix Tabasso, the Fort Lauderdale native, went to St. Thomas Aquinas, putting the ball in. Ball at the back there. Just find some room. Sorry, that was somebody else. It was Emma Gamboa. Gamboa, the replacement scrum half. Didn't see her number coming in. My apologies. Army on the run after she finds a little bit of room there. Which way can they go? And Gamboa puts the ball out there to Imrem. Ball quickly into the hands of Cody Butt, the junior. It's Gamboa again, getting this team moving very well as the ball gets popped up to a Zeta. But we have a penalty here for an offsides against Brown. With everything all tied up, they're going to want to keep this penalty count down. Gamboa to get us started. Ball into Cargile's hands. She offloads right in front of the posts. Good power there from Army West Point. They've got options either way. We'll see where Gamboa decides to go. Gamboa shows to the left, goes to the right, moves the ball quickly into the back row. Rhea Kenna and Syrup connecting there. Ball out to the wing. Can she find it? Army West Point, try awarded. First 5 points. Sydney Schaff, the Milwaukee native, touches one down, and Army goes up 10-5. Tough angle on the kick here. Excuse me. Tough angle here for the kick. Excuse us. Hello. Cody Butt lined up for the kick here. Butt on a tough angle. Cody Butt connects on that one. It's 12-5. Army West Point takes an early second half lead here over Brown. Brown will kick this one off. Army West Point likely to get this back. Olivia Duba to get us started here again. Gamboa been instrumental since she got in here, just holds that little pass. Again, nice one out from her. Army West Point on the move. Gamboa really getting this team going, finding some space there. Is the number 12, Sophia Linder. Linder moves it back out in the middle of the field. That's Oosby. Army West Point on the move again. Across the 50-meter line to the 40. Not much defense back there. West Point again on the run. That's Rhea Kenna. Syrup takes that one in. Brown challenging hard here just outside their 40-meter line. Another charge from the Army West Point team. Penalty advantage here. Gamboa moves it. Army West Point on the run again. Ball down into the hands of Linder. One more time. Little boot this time. It doesn't go to hand. And referee is going to come back for a penalty. Excuse us. Hello. 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 You just like been in the shop for the last 5-10 minutes, so no, it's okay. We're supposed to be higher, but it's a little. We just want to give you a good product here. Sorry, little technical difficulties there. We're back, and it's a penalty against Brown. Over the head of Noel Lewis. Brown now again through Zy Thomas. Zy Thomas gets across, and referee spots a potential injury here. We're going to hold for just a second, make sure this player is okay. Medical team just taking a quick look here, and we'll just hang on until everything's okay. Brown scrum from a knock on there. It's going to be Brown ball. Ball's out in the hands of Duba. Duba gets a wraparound. She's got some space in front of her, but can't hang on to the ball. Going to be an advantage here to Army West Point. Referee spotted it. Referee Barrio going to give a scrum here to Brown, right, or to Army, excuse me, right at the Brown 22-meter line, middle of the field. Great attacking options for this West Point team. West Point ball back around. Rhea Kenna, the Missoula, Montana native, gets us started, and down that left-hand wing they go. Driven into touch by Brown. It's going to be a line out here for Brown on their own end, but all of a sudden in the second half, the winds are shifting. Army spending a lot of time in this Brown 22. Little disruption there from Army, but they're able to get it. Duba gets her hands on the ball. McKenzie moves it out. Mahita Parker, they're having a go from inside their own 5-meter line. The bouncing pass comes around, but taken to the ground they are. And able to hang on to the ball is McKenzie. Driven back in the tackle by Cargyle. Brown in their own zone, but a little pressure coming on from this defense from Army West Point. They've turned it over. That is that player Gamboa has gotten this team moving much, much quicker. Little show and go there from Colin. Colin able to find some room. They've got runners out left if they can get it to him. Gamboa with a nice long pass, gets it in behind there to Schwarting. Schwarting moves it out. Big, strong run coming here from the fullback, and Cody Butt is going to find her way across the line. Cody Butt touches it down. Another 5 points, 17-5. Army West Point takes the lead a little further over this Brown team. Pretty straightforward kick in front here from Cody Butt to convert her own try. And it is good. We're 19-5. Army West Point over Brown. Brown, a little bit of work to do here. It's about 15 minutes into the second half of action here at Marble Field. Olivia Duba from San Ramon, California. So kicker on her high school football team, getting her team excited there, ready to go. They know they need some points as the ball rolls behind, but this time inside her 22, just picks it up and hoofs it. Mahita Parker almost had a straight run to the line there, but able to take it in. They've got some runners off to the left-hand side here, but turned over by Army West Point. Very critical in there to stem the tide of a Brown attack. They have some runners out wide. Can they get it to him? That's Oosby taken down hard inside her 22. They still have these runners if they want them. And a little tight defense from Brown. The ball able to get out wide there from Army. They're starting to stretch their legs. Nice attempt to tackle there, but Sydney Schaff, the junior from Milwaukee, played a divine savior, able to get a good run in there. Gamboa gets caught up that time. Gamboa again. Good pass out there. Ball moves wide quickly. They've got some room to run. It's Sylvia Imrem. Imrem puts the ball over. Ball doesn't go to hand. Advantage here for the knock-on. It's going to be a scrum for Brown just inside their own half. Scrum here for Brown. Zy Thomas gets her hand on it. Takes on Gamboa. Gamboa eventually gets her down. Good work inside that contact ball. It's McKenzie. McKenzie gets to Mahita Parker. Mahita Parker breaks through one. She's got Cody Buck to beat. She's taking her around the right-hand side. And Mahita Parker heads towards the line. Mahita Parker Bio and visual arts major, played for the New Jersey All-Stars New York Rugby Club. Now playing here at Brown, touches down. Another 5 points, 10 points. Good answer by the Brown Bears. Under the post, pretty straightforward kick. Thank you. Duba with a straightforward kick here off the left, and it's good. We are at 19-12. Big answer there from Brown in a hometown opener here. Will receive this kick. High kick, not going to make the 10 meters. Bounces backwards. Somebody needs to touch this to kill it. The referee whistles. We're going to have a scrum here at midfield for Brown. What can they make of this? Converted try ties it up here. Brown, well taken, ball at Zy Thomas's feet, but they're going to go to Lexi Nelson. Lexi Nelson's going to put a cutback in there for the try scorer. Mahita Parker held up this time. Can she get to the ground? Has done. Ball is going to come back, but that was kicked away by Army. Just a silly penalty there. It'll be a penalty. Penalty here for Brown. They're going to go quick. Reserve player in there, that's Aaron Jessup from Ashland, Mass. Pre-med major. Played some high school rugby in California before moving to Massachusetts. Now playing at Brown. Using the forwards one more time through Ainsley Clapp. Well, out to Duba. Duba to McKenzie. Combination has been solid all day. We have a penalty advantage against Army. Going quick around the side there. Not quick on the penalty is Brown. They've got runners. Duba. Duba finds Zy Thomas. Zy Thomas finds a couple of defenders and gets through them as ever. Off the ball goes back up to Aaron Jessup. Good stretch of play here. Ball into McKenzie's hands. McKenzie finds a space in between there. Just needs another runner. Can't find it. They go to Duba. Duba can't get that pass away. She's slightly isolated. We'll see what Army can make of this. Brown, good job getting out there, recycling that ball as it comes around. That is Noelle Lewis from Vienna, Virginia. Defense went backwards a little bit here. Zy Thomas looking for it. Gets it flat-footed, but makes the best she can out of it. They've got a little disorganized West Point defense. Big space in the middle of the field if they can get it there. Gemma Ryu there looking for some space around the side. They find it, move it forward a little bit more. We've got runners across the field. We'll see where they decide to go. They're going to keep that one tight, edging their way towards the West Point try line. Another forward pod hits it. Penalty advantage here. 7 points down. May need to go for the points, but here's McKenzie. McKenzie can't find her way through on that one. Still playing under penalty advantage. Ball out to Duba. Duba to Lexi Nelson. Lexi Nelson. Defender up quickly on her. Referee Barrio says nothing happening here. He's going to bring it back for the penalty against Army West Point. We'll see what Brown decides to do with this. They're going to go for a set move here is Brown. Moving it up into Jessup's hands. Jessup's going to get the play set for them. Has to get to the ground. Players latched on. They still have it moving forward. Can they get it over the line or recycle this ball? Ball is to the ground here. Brown holds onto it, going for another powerful run on the inside. And a try awarded. Brown cuts a little closer there, keeping the ball in the forwards. And we are at a 19-17 kick to come here for Duba. Important kick here for Brown. They could level the scores with this one after a storming start by Army West Point to begin this second half. Brown has certainly come back with a vengeance. And it's McKenzie to kick this one. Mackley McKenzie puts that one through, and we're all tied up here at 19. Plenty of time to go in this game. Army to kick this one off. You hear the Brown fans getting excited here, getting in behind their team. A lot of alumni in attendance. The ball comes up and Brown comes down with it. Good head of steam there. McKenzie has been critical this game. Big hit from Brown, driving the Army attack back. On offense now they go. A little trip up there. Ball back into Jessup. She's finding some room, making good yards in the second half. The replacement. Duba moves the ball out. McKenzie one more time, hands someone off. Has to go into contact. Good interior back defense by this Army West Point team. And off they go. Another Brown attack. There's some room in behind. Brown looking for the ball. There it is. Out to the wing. Well covered, however. No room for Rodenheiser. from Ann Arbor, but a penalty against her as forcing it at the breakdown is Army West Point. Gamboa, ball in hand quickly, but they're going to slow it down and go for the line out. However, not going to find touch. And kick from Brown this time. It does find touch. It will be Army line out just about 40 meters out here. Naomi Collin thought about going quick there for Army West Point, but thought the better of it. Question there from Rhea Kenna at the Big Sky High School. Ball down there. Brown ball that was. Big run from Hope Mosley from Belton, Texas for Army West Point. Gamboa moves it quickly across. It's a flat runner there. And Cargyle. Cargyle moves it to the width. Well taken in by Brown. We're all tied up here. Marble Field. Gamboa comes up with it, but quickly Brown player dives on that. Great instincts there. Bit of a tussle for the ball in the middle. Brown will come up with it. Jessup goes across to McKenzie. McKenzie gets the ball to Duba. Duba gets the ball to Parker. Parker's going to have to take it into contact. And Army, big turnover there. They're at their 40-meter line of Brown. Everything to play for here. Gamboa.
Get out, right!
There you go, get it out!
And a ball coming across here for Army West Point. Army West Point trying to get it done here through Hope Mosley. Brown turns that one over inside their own 40, repelling one of these Army attacks. Ball comes off to Mahita Parker. Mahita Parker moves it out. Brown looking to make something out of this here. A lot of pressure coming on from Army West Point. Anybody's ball at this point. Referee sees some hands in there, and there's a penalty against Brown this time. Army will have the opportunity, and they're going to go quick there through Collin, but a referee is going to call that one back. Tell them to take it from the set. Line out there, not straight. The referee spots that, and Army is going to lose possession here. It's going to come to a scrum for Brown at the 15-meter line, just about 30 meters out from their own line, 30, 35 meters out. Place to attack from here. Good ball to the back there. Quickly, Duba has to take it flat-footed. Mahita Parker takes it. Tries to move it on to McKenzie. Knocked on. Army has the knock-on advantage. It'll probably come back here as they've lost about 20 meters there. We'll see what happens. But Gamboa, she is certainly a very exciting and energetic player. Quickly again on the ball. She is increasing the speed of this Army West Point team by herself, just by her speed of pass and how aggressive she is getting the ball in her hands. It comes back to the right-hand side again. Comes up into Imram's hands. Imram has to take the tackle. Great jackler in there from Brown. They have done, get the advantage, and not releasing. Great work by the defense from Brown, getting it over that ball. You can hear the fans all around us here. Very excited to see Brown potentially knock off a finalist of the last Division I NYRA Championship in 2020 or 2019. Ball slips off of the Army West Point defender. Schaff slides in a touch. There will be a line out here for Brown. They almost lost that opportunity at the 22. They're dangerous when they get down this close. Brown gets a ball in. Good work to take that away, but Jessup comes down with it. She's been key in the second half. Little spin move there from Alperin, the San Francisco native. Played rugby at Pleasanton and for NorCal All-Stars. Little give and go there from Zy Thomas. Zy Thomas loses the ball in contact. Here comes Army. They've got runners out wide if they can get it there. Got it into the hands of Gwen Campos off a bounce. And now to the 40-meter line, all the way across the field. Go Army West Point. Brown giving up a good opportunity there, but that ball goes forward. It'll be a scrum here for Brown, just about 40 meters out from the Army West Point line. Good squeeze there by Army West Point, but referee's just going to bring it back up here. Nothing illegal. It'll be another put in for Brown. They're going to want to get that one quicker. Brown, another opportunity here. A little pressure on them in the last scrum. They're going to want to get this one clean, get the ball to Zy Thomas's feet as quick as they can. Referee Barrio, however, spots something in there. He's going to stop it and bring us up again. Just about 5 minutes left to go or less in this opening game for both these teams in the NYRA season. That one comes quick into Duba's hands. Duba knocks it on. Tough one there. We're going to have a scrum here for Army West Point right inside their own half. Good opportunity with runners either way. You can see Julia Riakenna, the sophomore number 8, just telling her team, cheering them on, letting them know that this is the time they have to get something done, and it certainly is. Riakenna looking for Gamboa. Gamboa looking for a little space. Gamboa gets across the 40-meter line. Gamboa, the replacement, nearly gets the 22. Did that one go forward? Referee says no. We're okay. It was Schwarting that brought that one in. Gamboa looking for runners. Finds them off to her right-hand side. Puts some good width on the ball. Ball there to Linder. Linder, ball hits the ground. We have an advantage here for Brown on the knock-on. Brown free play here. Lots of room in behind if they wanted it, but they're not going to go for it. It's going to be Mahita Parker to take it in. I believe they're still under a scrum advantage here. Ball in and well taken. Advantage here for Brown. McKenzie is going to move that ball out wide. They've got the ball to the wing. What can they do? That looked like a high tackle from here. Referee whistles it up. Penalty against Army West Point, just moving the players back. No card to come. McKenzie going to move this one downfield. Has found touch, right at halfway. Late in the second half, it is going to be a Brown attack. Everything to play for as we're all knotted up at 19. Brown with a line out. Again disrupted by Army. Gamboa. Danger player gets her hands on that ball. Ball moves quickly. They've got some runners across so they can get him. Big hit on Schwarting there. She can't get through. Now they're looking to go to the width. A couple little passes in there. Butt comes back around. Gamboa moves it again. Army has some runners out wide if they can get it to him. Ball near that touch line. Both teams throwing everything at it here. Big hits coming in the midfield. They find a big runner in Cargyle. She's been everywhere today. Penalty advantage here for Army. But breaking through the line they go. They've gotten to the 40-meter line. Still on the roll are Army West Point. A little bit disorganized is this Brown defense. Referee Barrio is going to come back here for the penalty. Nice kick there for Army. Great attacking position. We're almost done with this game. Just a couple of minutes in it. No time on the game clock. Now we're into referees time. Not sure when the last gasp is going to be here for these teams. But West Point with the opportunity right now. Critical line out. Not straight at all. We're going to go back here for a scrum. Chosen by Brown. Brown has to attack from deep inside their own zone here, inside the 22. Long way to go for them. Can be done. They certainly have the speed and the prowess out there. Ball away quickly there into the midfield. Big runner for Brown coming through there. That is Delaney Dill, Denver native, coming into the last minute here, try to add some power. Brown still hands on the ball. Big pickup by Zy Thomas. Zy Thomas would like nothing better than go the distance of the field, but not to be. Comes back, and that kick there into touch. And referee has whistled the end of our contest here at Marvel Field. It is a draw. First game of the year for both these teams. First time back in Division I for Brown. Great showing against a finalist from Army West Point from 2019 final championship game. And that's going to be that from Marvel Field here in Providence. We'll see you on the 18th for the next home game of this Brown Bears team. We're back. It is overtime. here at Marvel Field. 19 all between Army and Brown at this first game of the year. Naira goes into overtime to declare a winner in the National Intercollegiate Rugby Association. Referee Barrio flips a coin there. Brown is going to kick. Referee Barrio making sure we're ready. And Duba gets us underway again. Nice short kick taken well by Colin. Makes some room for herself. Gamboa off there to Cargyle. Cargyle would like to end this quick. Cargyle gets through a couple of tackles. Gamboa, again, the speed. Moves it off to her left-hand side there. Naomi Collin can't find her way through. Coming across field they are. Nice little pass there from Syrup. Gamboa out to Cargyle. Cargyle goes wide with it into the hands of our waiting centers, but knocked on. It's going to be Brown ball. Ball up to a forward pod here. And trying to draw on some defenders, make some room. They've got some runners out wide. Ball out to Duba. Duba looking for a runner. Big hit coming in from Colin, trying to put it on there onto the replacement. Delaney Dill. Dill held up in the air by the Army defense. She's got her knee down now. Referee says everything's okay. Ball to Duba. Duba looks wide to Nelson. Nelson can't find her way through. Back into the forwards here for Brown, out to the 40-meter line. Goes Faith Chen. A penalty against, and a quick go here by Colin. Colin jumped, looked like she was going to pass. Has a penalty advantage. And Cargyle gets across 22. Cargyle taken down by a Brown player. They're about 15 meters out is Army West Point. Gamboa moves it off to the left-hand side there. Quick ball coming. It's up in Oosby's hands. Oosby headed towards the line. Oosby headed back in. Can they get across? Army players waiting for it there. Ball come up in the hands of Mosley. Mosley moves it on. They can't get it towards the line. Gamboa has changed the nature of this Army team when she's come in the game. Colin just to will her way across the line. An offsides penalty advantage there against Brown on Gamboa. They're going to pick and go with a group around the side. New rules, not too many players can latch onto the side of there, but they've moved it up. And that is Kate Hartford from La Jolla, California. Replacement taken in. Naomi Collin can't find her way across the line. Well, Lewis makes a big tackle. Will something give here? Can this Brown defense hold? Army continues to pour on the pressure. May still be playing under advantage here as the ball moves wide quickly. That is Schwarting. Schwarting gets the ball out to Cody Butt, and Cody Butt is headed towards the line, and Butt touches it down. Cody Butt, 5 points. Army West Point in the lead here. (24-19). The crowd goes a bit quiet. kick to come here. This 10-minute overtime period. Tough angle here for Schwarting. She's going to go with a drop kick. And it is good for the extra 2 points. Army West Point in sudden death overtime takes it 26-19. And that is it for our game here at Marvel Field as Brown suffers a tough loss in the first game of the season. They'll be back home after playing Mount St. Mary's away. They'll be here on the 18th. We'll see you then.